I am here with Dustin Moseley from Texarkana, Arkansas. Did I say it right?
You did, Texarkana, Arkansas.
Okay, tell me a little bit about this place, because I picture like a soda malt shop, maybe a drive-in theater, some farms. I mean, am I right there? What do you think?
No, you know what? It's grown a lot in the last 10 years. Early on when I was growing up, it was there. You know, you had your dollar theater and your different things like that. But no, it's grown a lot.
Is there a Starbucks?
There is a Starbucks. Okay. Yeah, there's a Starbucks. You know, we actually have a Roadhouse and Olive Garden. You know, we're coming up. So no, it's civilized. It's coming along.
How much Arkansas do you bring with you? I mean, I know you've talked about teammates don't think you're Arkansas enough, but like, what traits do you take with you wherever you go?
I think just the Southern morality of how we treat people and just being personable and welcoming, and I feel like everyone seems comfortable enough to be around me to come and talk to me, call me aside, and things like that. But as far as wearing boots and a cowboy hat, that's just not my thing.
Oh, you went to the Yankees before you came to San Diego, so which feels more like home, New York or California to you?
California.
Okay.
Yeah, I would have to say California fits me, my personality, a little bit better. New York was fun. There's a lot to do, but the hustle and bustle of New York is a little much from a guy from Arkansas.
Well, good, because we like you in California. And
yeah.
Speaking of, all right, let's go in a little shop talk here now.
Okay.
Lost the first 3 starts, but you had a 1.4 ERA and you had no run support at all. Now, I know you're a nice guy. You're not going to throw anyone under the bus. But did you have like a feeling at all like, come on, guys, hit the ball, score a run? What'd you think that whole time?
No, not really, because everyone's trying.
Yeah.
And I've been there, and there's going to be times during the year where I'm going to be begging these guys to pick me up because you're going to have starts where it doesn't go your way. But there was never a time with any of these guys that I saw there wasn't a competitive edge to them. There wasn't a fire. There was no one in there that wasn't trying. You know, everyone was giving their best, and this is the game of baseball.
I feel like you have a lot of composure on the mound. Is that something that has come with time, or is that an experience, or is that something you feel like you've always had?
I've had a little bit of it for a long time. Just the way I was brought up, the way my dad was with me, of never to be emotional. I think early on, like in Little League and things, I'd get really emotional, and he taught me some things. But as the seasons have progressed, I've definitely learned how to calm myself down when things start to get a little hairy and aren't going your way. Just to realize that one pitch can get you out of a situation.
You've been a reliever. You've been a starter. I think you prefer starting more, from what I remember you telling me. Why is that?
I'm a big routine guy, and the bullpen can kind of throw you for a loop every now and then, especially being a long guy. There's really no routine. You never know when you might be in there. If I were to ever throw like 8th inning or close, that's a little bit better, I think, out of the bullpen. But for a starter, I would say that for the most part, just the routine of it all. I
read that you don't take yourself as seriously as you did when you first started Major League Baseball. Explain that statement a little bit. What do you mean by that?
When I said that, it was in the sense of not putting so much added pressure on yourself and trying to do something beyond your ability, and I also said in there to throw 95 or to strike a lot of guys out. That's not my game. If I stay within myself and do what I'm capable of doing, and that's throw strikes, command the zone, then for the most part, I'm usually going to keep the team in the ball game.
Know yourself. Know your strengths.
Know yourself. So when I said that and I take myself seriously, I think it was just more not to put added pressure of trying to be bigger and better than you really are. Just kind of believe in your abilities and roll with it.
Facial hair. Have you always had it? Have you always had this thing going on?
No, I usually just had like this a little chin stuff going on, and then last year I had to cut it. And then this off season I just grew this for a little bit. My wife really liked it, so I've stuck with it.
Okay, so it's not going anywhere anytime soon.
Not unless she tells me to mix it up.
I love it. Yeah. I love who wears the pants there. If you could have any superpower ever, what would you have?
Invisibility.
You want to see all, know all, huh?
It'd be interesting.
What would you spy on first?
That's a good question.
We can't answer that.
Yeah, we can't
answer that. All right, good. What's in your iPod? Are you country guy? What are you?
No, there's not a whole lot of country. There's a little bit of it. More of a rock, reggae, hip hop. I kind of a blend of all 3 of those.
Best baseball memory.
Best baseball memory.
Either Little League or as an adult. Or high school, things like that.
I would probably have to say it would be last year. I got bumped up early on a start. A.J. Burnett got hurt, and I pitched against Boston on an ESPN game, so all the people back home could watch, and ended up going deep into the game, throwing the ball well, got a win, and got a standing ovation with the New York fans. So that was probably most memorable.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
With the New York fans, I mean, that's a tough crowd, you know?
Yeah, tough crowd. It is.
Yeah.
But if you're doing well, it's some of the best fans that you can be around.
One thing people don't know about Dustin Moseley is...
Oh my gosh. That is a tough question. I feel like I'm pretty transparent. I would probably have to say, like, just a big heart for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, like just anyone and everything. And that would be it. If people don't see me that way, then I would ask them, why don't you see me that way? But I feel that that's it. I try to treat everybody the same.
And you do, because I see you in the clubhouse. So it's a good guy. Thank you so much,
Thanks.
Dustin. I
You got
appreciate it.
All right.